Sorry joke, yeah.
Howdy, partner.
No, he hasn't heard the sorry joke. Go on.
Go on, amuse everybody with a sorry joke.
I'll amuse everybody with a sorry joke. So I've been learning to say old English county names.
Like Surrey.
Surrey seems to be the hardest word. You can have that, Charlie. Use it at work tomorrow. Sorry, Louis.
No, it's fine. During the video tonight.
I'm not in the I'm not in the same office as him this week, so we're all right. Yeah.
I'll message you.
We had a bit of a problem with Chapter 5 last week, in as much as my microphone was on, but nobody else's microphone was recorded. For anybody that I had a request to post a catch-up video, and I just haven't had time. It's been mad this week. So last session started with our heroes taking the Richardson brothers into town, into Pircho, I think we decided we were going to call it. Prizes for pronunciation. They took Fayette and Jude Richardson in, and they healed them up the best that they could, and then hoping that they'd be all right, they jumped on the train back to Yuma, rather than investigating what was going on with the Richardson mine and the Harriet boys who attacked them. When they got back to town, they were looking for Buck Thompson and were quite surprised to find a newspaper article that announced that he was in the jailhouse, because he and some associates had tried to rob the bank. So they managed to bribe their way past the deputy on that evening to get in to see Buck and talk to him, and he told them that he was planning to wait for Cole Wright and to get the guns together and go and recover the cash, but Cole didn't show, and he decided that he needed the money because his ranch was going under, so he decided to rob the bank, and that was why he was in there. He asked our heroes to retrieve the gun and go and retrieve the money that is hidden, and make sure that his wife and Cole's wife are looked after. The next morning, they went back to go and see the sheriff to see if they could at least get a look at the gun, and having paid a bribe to him to find out what happened to the gun, he announced that he had sold it the night before to a European dignitary who at this very moment was getting on the 1045 from Yuma and heading back west, and was going to be leaving the country. So we left the game, having sent a small child to go and tell the Goodwins that they'd be back for their horses in a day or two, and the characters were sprinting to the train, bought tickets and piled on to the front of the train. Well, not quite the front of the train, but nearly the front of the train. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, how big's the train?
The train is how many cars is the train? Give me half a sec and I will tell you. So you've got the engine, the coal car, you've got the stable car, 2 passenger cars, then you've got the a freight car, probably what might be a second freight car, might be the mail car. There's something else tacked on the back before you get to the caboose. But at this point, you're not quite sure which. So if you check roll 20, there is a map of at least some of the train on there. And at 10:45, the train starts to depart, with you on the first passenger car.
Okay, we did get a rough description of this guy, didn't we?
You got told he was a rich European.
So he's probably a rich white person. Go on.
Yeah. Count Brajtaj or Braztaz or something like that.
That means nothing in America. That sort of surname.
No, but definitely European.
Love to chat with the guys and say, okay, we're looking for a white guy who probably comes from Europe. It's going to help.
You got a vague name. There's people on the train.
Well, if we're at the front of the first car,
Yeah.
not the stable car, the first passenger car.
Yep.
Two choices, I suppose. Shout out, has anybody seen Mr. Breztaz, or whatever, however we pronounce it? I'll walk down the train and see if there's somebody who looks likely to be him. How many people in the carriage now? Who are male and look European?
Well, there's probably a good 20 people in this carriage.
Men. Forget the women because he's not a woman.
In which case, there's
12.
Probably probably slightly more than half. So yeah, about 12.
Being a count, I'd expect him to be probably better dressed than most of the rest of the locals, and probably with a bit of a retinue as well. So
and wearing proper shoes.
So we're probably looking for a group rather than one or two.
Shiny boots as well, or shoes.
Mm.
But there's no guarantee.
No.
Okay, so you guys kind of dash onto the train, clamber up, get into the front of the seat, and you kind of been on in the passenger car for, I don't know what, maybe 30 seconds before it starts pulling out. Yeah. There isn't anybody in this passenger car who matches the bill. There's a couple of kind of cowboy types there. There's a couple of people that seem to be sort of more middle class, more kind of city folk. Yeah, there's a couple of guys there with, you're guessing, their wives, but there's no one immediately that stands out to you with shiny shoes and
yep,
and the kind of
description and a moustache,
that you've given. Oh, there's a couple of guys with moustaches, but
no, not the sort of moustache I was expecting.
Just I guess keep walking through until we see someone that could be the count or a train inspector or something. Because if this guy's sort of upper class or royalty, he might be in a special cabin and they might know.
Okay.
So we're heading down the train then.
So, like I say, there's no one in the first passenger car that fits the description that you're looking for.
Does the door open at the stable car?
There is a door that opens. You could get into the stable car.
I'll have a quick look at that while we're here, just in case.
Okay. Yeah, you stick your head in, and there's multiple horse stalls there, and there doesn't seem to be anybody in there other than there's a guy looking after the horses who kind of looks up when you walks in.
I'll wave at him and ask him, have you seen our account Razkaz, whatever his name is, on this train? Have you heard of him? He might have brought a horse on and buggy and other bits.
Do you mean Count Bartaz?
Count Bartaz, yeah.
Big European dude. German, I think. He's got a private car at the back of the train, yeah.
Ah, right. Okay, yeah, we were looking for him, mate. Got a message from the sheriff.
Well, if you got a message from the sheriff, then yeah, I'd head back. He's like I say he's got a private carriage right up near the back of the train.
I mean, just go straight through. There's doors all the way.
Yeah, you'll have to get past the mail car, but yeah, if you got a message from the sheriff, I'm sure they'll be okay with that.
Okay then, thank you. I'll head back out and leave him. Give a polite smile and a wave and shut the door.
Okay, step back over the now moving
The clunking join, yeah.
the clunking join and back into the passenger car.
Yeah, I'll pass the news on to the rest of the guys. It appears he's got his own carriage on the back.
Started in backwards.
Let's head backwards.
Yep, let's go.
Okay. So yeah, you guys head back along the train. Immediately after the second passenger car, you get to the freight car, and there's kind of various kind of boxes and crates and things stuck in there, and there's a kind of walkway through the back. There's points it's quite tight at points. The boxes are kind of swaying a bit, but they look like they've all been tied in fairly expertly. Hopefully you won't end up with an avalanche of stuff pouring down on top of you. And
is there anyone in there?
No.
Before I walk through, then I'm going to have a quick look and see if I can see any luggage that may look
European luggage.
more expensive or with a name tag.
Okay, make me a perception check. You just having a quick look, yeah? You're not going to like spend half an hour trying to search through all of the stuff that's in here.
No, it's literally if there's any that have got like labels on them, a quick look at them, or a cursory glance at the quality of the.
Okay.
The luggage.
Yeah, make me a perception roll.
What was 4?
Searching for a large steamer trunk.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, yeah, there is a. I'm trying to remember the name of the proper name for them. You know, the big kind of travelling.
It's also a big steamer trunk.
More like one of the ones that kind of stands up and then opens out with space in it. Yeah, there's one of those with a label for Count Bartaz. It's pretty nice looking. It's got a couple of big locks on the front of it, and
make a note of it, and we'll come back.
Yeah, we're not going to take it. I'm not going to go through it, but I'd like to place it somewhere else within the freight car.
That's going to be pretty tricky. It's a big old piece of luggage. I mean, the two of you working together could probably do it. You'll have to have a look around and try and work out where to put it.
You never hide it. Let's put it that way. It's almost pointless moving
a bit
it.
of tarp that we could actually sort of cover it over with? Just so on first glance.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm not saying that he would have gone in there, because he probably wouldn't have done. He'd probably given it and they would have loaded it up. So if it was covered up, it might be a bit harder for him to... If he runs for it. That's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah, no, there's definitely there's you can untie something, grab some tarp from it, hopefully retie it again afterwards, and then kind of tuck the tarp around this to try and disguise it a bit. Yeah, you can do that.
Cool. Just in case, you never know, guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep,
no,
makes sense.
that's cool.
Head on down.
Okay.
Or back.
Yeah, as you head on back through the train, you get to the next kind of clunking joint, get on there, and the door in front of you is locked.
Can we bang on the door?
This is the mail car.
How about a respectful knock rather than a bang?
Well, I think you need to make a bit of noise so you can hear you, but yeah.
Okay, so you bang on the door, and the slot. Oh, there's a slot that opens in the door, and a guy peers out at you and says, "Yeah, what can I do for you?"
I mean, expect to Count Bartaz. And
Well,
it'll be much easier to come through here rather than go over the roof.
I'm not supposed to let anybody into the mail car. You can understand.
Well, I know, but I've got a couple of dollars that'll make it worth your while.
How many of you are there?
Well, there's only 5.
We don't all have to go through, though.
No, we don't all have to go through.
It's 4.
Four.
How many are there? How are there 5 of you? I was going to say this.
4. Well, I presume you're coming with us.
And Bessie.
Yeah. He looks out at you and make me a... No, you know what? For a couple of dollars, he...
Bit of diplomacy.
Yeah. He slides open the lock and opens the door. And in front of you is the rest of the mail car. Give me half a tick. So there's 2 seats at the table, and there's obviously stuff locked up in the background. But there's 2 seats at the table, and guy sitting with his back to the side of the carriage. You notice has got a scatter gun sitting on the top of the table, and he's got his hand on it, and he's watching whichever of you comes through the door first. He's not pointing the weapon at you,
No.
but he's looking a bit concerned.
I'll step and palm him the $2. I've taken off my character.
He kind of nods to you and says, "Thank you," and kind of beckons you in and walks you through. Unlocks the door the other end, and kind of ushers you out onto the join the other end. He says, "Just
I'll take up the rear and actually lock the door behind me so he knows we're not messing about."
There's a
inside.
locks on the inside. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. No, we've come through from the top.
Oh right, I can see what you mean. So
He's
when you
through, so I'm coming through last and relocking the door behind us.
Okay. Yeah. No, you guys get up to the back and end up back on the plate the other side. And as you leave, he says, bang on the door when you need to come back. And once you're out, he kind of slams the lock
clunk.
home.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are
Outside the next carriage.
outside the next carriage.
Does it look posh and like somebody's own carriage?
It's a bit difficult to tell from outside. I mean, there's curtains on the window, so it's a bit more, but
posher than everything else we've been through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a stable car.
No.
So we're going for a gentle knock on the door, yeah?
Okay.
A polite
Try and
knock,
open it first.
No, a polite knock first. Let's get invited in his account.
What?
I'll shoot him,
Is that
mate.
what?
He's a count, isn't he? Count.
Right, moving swiftly on. Yeah, so there's the door opens a minute or so after you knock on it, and a kind of fairly slender-faced guy, quite slight built, wearing a kind of a blue suit, opens the door a little and looks at the 4 of you and says in a very pronounced German accent that I'm probably going to murder, yes?
Is he large-ish?
No,
A bit like the
No, I
Brighton
said-
stable described.
no, he's quite slender, quite thin faced.
This will be the
Ah.
butler, the waiter.
He's Batman or whatever you're going to call him.
Yes. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, we understand you've purchased a pistol from a gentleman in the previous town. Oh, your
I imagine
Count
this
it.
isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's maybe the helping hand, I think.
Yes.
He says, I purchased no pistol.
Can we speak to the Count then, please?
Can I ask your business?
Well, we are attempting to recover a pistol that,
It's from the Sheriff of Yuma.
from the sheriff of Yuma.
The sheriff sent you, yes?
Yes.
One moment, and the door shuts again,
Much I perhaps we should have led with that.
and
No.
about 30 seconds later, the door opens, and he says, "Come in, please, come in." And he opens the door and gestures you in. The carriage you walk into is, I don't know that I'd necessarily go quite as far as saying opulent, but it's
Plush.
it is plush. It is plush. There's kind of
Plush.
bedding areas at the back, and there's a large gentleman wearing a white suit with kind of gold buttons and a huge tash, sitting in the chair. And as you come in, he stands up and he says, "Aye, you gentlemen come from the sheriff, yeah?"
Bravio.
Indeed, we do, sir. Countness.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
We understand you you purchased something from the sheriff recently.
Yeah, the pistol, proper American gunslinger's gun, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
The thing was, though, he didn't have a right to sell that.
but he was sheriff. He said it was a convict's gun, and
Yeah. The convict actually took it from us. It was one of a pair.
yeah. But I bought it from the sheriff. You have bill of ownership or
Yeah, the sheriff didn't show anything like that. Well, can I ask what you paid for the pistol?
I paid $150. I have been touring your country, and very eager to see the Wild West, yeah, and the proper outlaw's weapon. That is a thing I most want. You gentlemen are lawmen, yes, or?
Well, we have worked with the sheriff on a number of occasions, hunting bandits, yes.
Hunting bandits.
Yes.
Hans, Schnaps. Gentlemen, sit.
I'm
Can
going to
I
look to Doc.
gently flash him my pistol and gun belt?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And they're showing this is a real gunman's belt, not the one you've got. You've got a more of a ceremonial one there.
His one's killed people.
Proper. Yes. Is Peacemaker, yeah?
Yeah.
And he goes over. He's another one of these travelling chests, and he kind of takes out and buckles on, and he's got a nicely tooled pistol. A pistol gun belt. There we go. That was the word for it. A nicely tooled gun belt with a what looks at this angle like a peacemaker in it. Kind of puts it on and says, I have also as a peacemaker, and he pops it out, and as he takes it out, he does the kind of double flip round his finger, and the guy's got some moves. The guy's pretty good. Pops it out and then flips it round and hands it to you. Says, I practice. It's I for years have wanted to come and see your Wild West, and
I'm not the person to show off back.
No.
I'll have a look at it. Turn it around a bit, look at it, see if it's clean.
It's cleaned, it's oiled, it's in good working order.
I can understand it's immaculate, but I've got to make a show of it.
Yeah.
So I make a show of looking at it, and I hand it back to him.
Takes it back, and it just kind of loops straight back into the holster, and he flips over
goose grease leather holster.
Yeah.
Nice. Could we? In fact, I assume the Hans has come with the schnapps by now.
Hans has come round and
schnapps
poured
straight
out
back,
schnapps for everyone.
and back of the throat, tastes like shit, and I'm like, good.
I'm enjoying
that. Stick it down. I'm like, not quite whiskey, but it has a tingle. The pistol you bought. Can we have a look at it?
I have it. I could. I tell you. How about start? Tell me why the pistol? This seems to be an important thing to you. Does it have a story with it?
It belongs as a pair on a family heirloom.
Yeah.
So we have the one of them, but we want to return them both to the family.
Yeah, a friend of ours died protecting a gold wagon heading to a bank recently. Made the news.
Yes, I read of this. The Black Ribbon Gang, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. So
they came in on
the gold. Yeah, he died bringing the gold. We saved the gold wagon.
Oh, it was you?
Yeah, yes, that was us.
You were gunslingers protected, and I believe I read you. Which one of you is Doctor?
I'm the Doctor.
You lead the group. Amazing. You. Yes, I read. You went and captured bandits, and
yes.
I tell you, you want gun? We compete. Yeah. We compete for gun.
In what game?
Well, you're proper Wild West, you're proper cowboys. We could compete with rope, with lasso, shooting. We could I have some whiskey.
I knew that was coming.
We could We could play cards. What is it you Americans say? Choose your poison.
I'm sure we could have a sort of shooting contest at the next station when the train next stops.
How about? And he takes another shot of schnapps and kind of gestures for you to do the same. He says, how about? And he points up. He says, on the roof of the train. Yeah.
Moving target.
I would. As the leader of the outfit and the brains, one of my other people is the better person to shoot.
Yeah. No, he's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's our best gunslinger?
Wow.
That would be the gunslinger.
Are we talking rifles or pistols?
Oh, that's a good question.
He's probably going to be.
Probably pistols.
It's probably going to be pistols. The guy is.
Probably. Yeah.
If anybody's got a decent perception score, kind of a 5 or a 6,
I have a perception score.
it's secondary attribute.
I've got a 6. Go on.
You will spot in the same trunk that that he got the gun out of. There is a collection of
Colt 45s, pacemakers.
No. What's the word for it? It's not penny dreadfuls because they weren't penny dreadfuls in the States.
You mean derringers?
No, like the old dime novels.
Oh right.
Oh, the palm pistols.
Yeah. No. Those sort of books. The cheap magazine book things. They used to have. Yeah.
Cheap magazine book things.
Yeah.
I think
like comics now, but the old version.
You're muted.
I'm going to lean forward and just say, I'm your Huckleberry. You want to go and shoot on top of the train? We'll go shoot on top of the train.
He gets up, points to the door, says, Hans, bring and he's trying to work out what the best thing to shoot for.
Cactus going past.
Empty bottles of schnapps.
Yeah. Gets out some empty bottles. Looks at them, shakes them, fills them with water, and kind of says, "So they stand up," and leads you back out. And there's a ladder at the.
Are we all going, or just Simon? Just Frederick. Is there room on the train for all of us?
There'll be roof on the. Yeah, there'll be. It's a fairly big car. If you're standing at one end, you'll be okay.
Okay. Just checking.
Okay, so
it's not good for my health.
Scores.
Hans is trying to
juggle bottles.
He's taking bottles. He's also there's a very hurried conversation going on in German. You don't need to speak German to get the gist of this is really not a good idea. Are you sure? Hush, I know what I'm doing. I've got proper American gunslingers. This is the chance of a lifetime. The train at this point isn't actually going too fast as it's chugging uphill. But yeah, so he hustles Hans out and they get up, and he puts 8 bottles at the far end of the train.
Does he rush down the ladder and go in the other door at the other end?
No, he just walks along the roof of the train.
No, afterwards, once he's put the bottles down.
No, he comes back, but he's not looking entirely happy. But there's 4 bottles on each side of the train roof, and the Count turns to Frederick and says, first to hit 4, yeah.
Okay.
Louis.
Yeah.
Shooting a bottle.
Yeah.
That would count as an attack, right?
Yes.
So before they start, could Benjamin go up and pat
Give him
Frederick
some.
on the shoulder and be like, "You got this, mate."
Trying to give him a little pep talk. I'm sure he could.
Inspire.
Which would grant him a +2 bonus to his roll.
Okay. Right. So, two of you standing side by side, guns loose in the holster, and
Is it shoot it one draw, shoot all four, or one draw for each bottle?
it's one draw and shoot all four.
Okay.
There is, because you are on a moving train, it's a -4 dice to hit, but he suffers the same -4 dice.
So it's -2 then,
Um,
because I did +2.
yes, yeah. So, he looks around and says, "Who will call?"
I will.
And he hands loose next to him.
So I look at the count and say, "Count ready."
Yeah.
At the count of 3. I was
Count of
waiting for
3.
Ready. And I just sit there and go, draw.
Okay. What I want is a fast draw roll from you initially.
Okay, so
So straight dice, you don't lose anything for the train movement for the fast draw roll. This is to see how fast you can get your gun out.
okay. Now I've also got the skill hip shooter. Ignores penalty for fast draw.
That is, so you need to make your fast draw roll, and then that will take
That's
off.
a 6.
So you
That's
need
a 6. So I need to roll 6 dice. Yeah.
you roll
Yeah.
6 dice. Okay, that's sweet. So both of you draw and. Okay, so the first round he is on -6 to hit, which actually means there is no hope in hell of him hitting. You ignore the -2 for the fast draw. You're
Yep.
at -2 to hit.
Okay, so that means I'm
so-
rolling 8 dice instead of 10.
Actually, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's
You forgot to add his guns.
yeah. What's the? I can't believe this hasn't got it. What's the attack on a peacemaker? Let me have a quick
Plus,
look.
I've got 9 lethal.
20, 40.
So 3 damage.
I want-
and 6
Peacemaker's
modifier.
a 3 lethal, so he gets 3 dice. Okay, so he gets 3 dice. Yeah, you're down 2 dice, so you're rolling 8 dice. Do
Okay.
you want to? You can, if you want to, fan the gun, which is
How
going.
much of a minus would that be?
That would give you a. Depends on how many shots you fire. You can shoot, I think, up to 3 times in a round. The moment you fan, you lose 2. So both your shots would be at -4 if you do 2 shots. Both your shots would be at -6 if you try and get off 3. All 3 of them would be at -6 if you try and get off 3.
I'll just go straight to start.
Well, no,
Let's-
I'd fan it once.
Let's fan twice.
Hang on.
That puts me on 2 shots of 6 dice.
No, it'd be -4.
No, it doesn't.
It'd
It'll be
four dice.
-4 on top of your -2. So actually, it's going to be
Oh,
6 down. You're
wow.
down to 2 dice.
I wouldn't fan, I'd go for it.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to go straight then.
More of a guaranteed
Okay.
hit.
Right. So roll.
What damage do you need to hit the bottle?
You need 1 to hit the bottle.
Oh, fair enough then.
Okay, so this is my first roll, so that's 8 dice, yeah?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. He just about hits, like the top, the very top of the bottle smashes off. You just
How does he still get 3,
obliterate
Louis?
the
Sorry.
He gets 3 because what I
Three.
forgot was he gets 3 for the gun
Peacemaker.
added
But if he's
to
still at
his
minus, though,
firearms.
isn't he?
No. His firearms is 6.
Yeah.
So
3
he
makes 9.
loses 6. Yeah, so he loses 6 dice because he's on top of the train and he's fast drawing. I said he didn't end up with any because I forgot that he gets 3 for using the gun.
Sure.
So he only gets the 3 dice that he gets for the weapon.
Yep.
So yeah, he just about manages to crack the top of the bottle. He's you just obliterate the bottle. That's no problem at all. So next shot will be at a straight -4. Actually, in your case, -2 again. You can fan. I don't think hip shooter doesn't give you anything of fanning when it's bought once. I think it does after that. Shall I do a quick check on that? Actually, let me do.
You might not lose as much. You might be worth fanning.
I should know this. I should have the book to hand as well. Books there.
So
You only got to get one.
Fan is -2, and each shot is fired at the same thing. So if he's on 8 normally, one fan would put both shots at 6. And if he fanned twice, that would be 3 shots at 4.
I think when you, because I thought that, I think it's the first one. If you're fanning, it does that thing. It does the weird thing. Right, hang on a sec.
It takes more off each shot.
So if you got to shoot in front of it, when fast draw your weapon, ready weapon draw, you ignore the -2 penalty. You may purchase the attack up to 4 times. Each additional level reduces the total attack fanning penalty by -2 per level. So I read that as first level in that talent, you ignore quick draw. The second level would ignore the first -2.
Fast draw. Yeah.
So okay, so
that's not what you said last time.
Yes, it is.
Bad Louis.
Zoom for effect. Go on.
Right, fanning, which I should know. Shoot out, stare down, time drill. Fanning. Fanning the hammer. Each attack receives a -2 penalty per shot. E.g., firing 2 shots would result in a -4 penalty for both attacks.
Yeah.
3 would give you a -6 for both attacks.
So
all
but
3
there's no
attacks.
other minus this time, so we're down to 4 per shot.
Yeah. So if you fan and try and hit 2, you're rolling 4 dice for each.
That's 6, isn't it?
That sounds good.
No, because he's got a
He's -2 anyway.
which takes him to 8, and then he's -4 if he shoots twice.
On each shot.
I thought
On
it's
each
only
shot.
each shot beyond, because
No.
one shot's normal anyway. So
No,
each fan
No.
is -2, isn't it?
no. I quote. Firing 2 shots would result in a -4 penalty for both attacks.
Go for it.
Just do 2 then.
What does Frederick feel like doing?
Just go for it all.
How far away are these bottles?
Standard range. They're
20 feet? 30 feet?
20 feet, yeah. 20, 30 feet away.
And all you
Okay,
need is one hit for each one.
Oh, sorry. Let's test me luck. Okay, I'm going to fan twice, which means I'm rolling 4 dice per shot, Louis, yes?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so, right. Ready for the first one?
Yep. Yeah,
2
that's a hit.
successes. Ready for the second one?
Yep.
2 successes.
Okay, he is just going to roll his 5 dice. 6 -4, and yep. Okay, so you've killed 3 bottles. He's killed 2. He is going to try and fan to keep up.
There's only 1 bottle left.
There's only he's got 2 bottles left. You've got 1 bottle left. So if he gets the shot, it could be a draw. If he gets both of them, it could be a draw.
If you fan and shoot his bottle as well.
Or that's what I was about to say. Show off, Simon. Shoot yours and his.
No. We'll keep it fair. Because then we'd have to do a speed test as to who got to it first.
Yeah.
Which I should imagine would be another fast draw roll. Yes, Louis?
No, because fast draw is getting it out of the holster and clearing the holster.
Okay.
But you can put it away straight afterwards as soon as you shot.
No, I'm just going to go for my bottle.
Are you going to
Not gonna
fan
try
or
the
not?
fancy. I'm not going to fan.
Okay, go for it.
So it's 8 dice, yeah?
That's
Yeah.
8 dice.
Oh, we broke it.
Okay, right. He is going to try and fan.
Which means
That one.
Which means he's gone from
5 to 1.
5 to
5 to
1.
1. So he's got 2 ones.
He's got 2 ones. First
Oh.
one hits. Second one misses. So, yeah. So all 4 of yours go. And there's one of his still teetering, swaying slightly where the bullet just missed it.
You're going to tuck the gun behind your back and shoot the last one.
No.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to...
Go for it.
No, so I'm just going to put the gun away.
Yeah.
Done what I need to do.
He loops it back into his holster and turns to look, and his face is bright. He's like, his eyes are really wide. He's like, the moment your gun's away, he kind of grabs your hand and starts pumping it. The stories I can tell now. Shooting on top of train with American gunslingers. This is wunderbar, yeah.
If you say
Sounded
so.
Japanese.
I started this saying that my pronunciation of American place names is likely to be better than my German accent. Okay.
You were wrong.
So yeah, he takes you, leads you back to the ladder and climbs back down and invites you back in, and more schnapps all round.
I thought you had whiskey. Can we wave a whiskey?
Yeah. Hans. Hans comes out with a bottle of bourbon. That goes round the table for the 4 of you, and he just tops up his own schnapps. He says, tell me about the fight on the stagecoach. Yeah, my accent's just totally lost it, but
We're not going to do it in German.
no, I'm not going to even try. It's
Basically what we said. We
Oh, we left town. We left town with a job guarding the gold.
Yep. 5, 6 bandits
6.
attacked the coach with rifles and pistols.
At least 7. Come on.
We fought them off, but sadly our friend took a stray round. We got the gold back to Yuma, so as soon as we went back to Yuma, we were like, you know what? And we cashed in a reward, bought horses, and hunted them down.
Is very brave. It's a good story. You say the gun is one of pair. Yeah, okay, forget this. It's definitely, you're right. I didn't realise it was going Japanese until, and now that you've said it, there is no way it's going anywhere else. So yeah.
You're going to a gay bar next. Go on.
Wow.
Damn it.
He says, you have the other gun? The one this is a pair of?
Who's holding it?
You've still got it, Doc.
Yeah.
Oh, I still got it. I'll put it in my medical case and unwrap it in the cloth carefully and make it look really precious.
And he points at the carvings on the handles.
Yeah.
And says, these are unusual.
I've put it the other way up. So the map's downwards, all right? So.
Have you got them? They're not maps, are they? They're...
Well, the lines and
There's
drawings.
a couple
or
of
whatever.
mountains, isn't there? And
Yeah.
So I've tried to put the pictures downwards, so it's
No,
the
they're
car
on
side or whatever.
They're on both sides of the...
Fair enough. So he's only going to see one
both
side.
sides of the
Then.
handles.
Yeah.
He says, the other gun has these as well.
They certainly are unusual. That's what makes them the pair they are.
the story behind it is they handed them to each other, and drew symbols that were like what each person meant to them. So as friends, they each held one pistol with the drawings that they would drew of them. So they would always remember, if they weren't together, how close they were.
Nah. Bear with me half a tick.
Well, I polish my German accent.
Go away.
I know it's
It's under.
I'm waiting for a 9. That's what I'm waiting for.
Hang on, no, I'm looking at the. No, he will point to the gun you've got, and say, my English is not so good, but
better than our German.
he points to where it says "aim with the key from the tip of the finger of God."
Yeah.
And says, "So, what does this mean to the to your?" This seems like an odd thing to write. My gun too has these odd carvings on them.
They only knew what the other meant. We
haven't got the foggiest either.
personal between them two. That's all we know.
He is looking at you, and he's definitely not buying it. But he's like, okay. Anyway, we make deal, and give me your names. Give me your names. I must know who I was fighting with, at least on the roof.
He's gone to sleep. Frederick. Is he frozen?
No.
His eyes moved.
Sorry, I am listening. Well, I wasn't listening. Go on.
You really weren't.
I wasn't. No.
Yeah, so he wants to know the name of the man that he fought with on the roof of the train.
Frederick Tobin.
Frederick Tobin, and he scribbles it down, and he goes around the group and gets the name of each of you, and he's like, "That's provided everybody's okay to give him the names."
Yeah, Dr. Clarence.
It's like, I will tell the story of today far and wide, and of the battle of the stagecoach, and the going out to capture the bandits.
Can we say? I said to keep an eye on the local newspapers if he can still get them as he gets away on the train. For the fault of what's going to happen next, to see if he sees any more.
I will see if I can order the Arizona Sentinel, your Arizona Sentinel, and get it sent to me.
Yes.
Well, gentlemen, let me show you the pair of this gun with its oh so interesting carvings.
Can I wrap mine back up now and put it back in the case?
Oh yeah.
That's right. Politely.
Yeah. So he leads you out onto the thing and bangs on the door, and the guy in the mail car kind of opens the door, and his eyes kind of quite surprised when he sees that it's the Count there, and he kind of opens the door for him and says, "Oh, yes, go, come on through, Count, come on through." You go through, and as you go through the mail car,
I'm keeping a meal to the front because I know he's hidden it.
Sorry. Oh, right.
I'm keeping a meal in front of me. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys go out into the out of the mail car, step onto the plate of the freight car, open the door, and at the far end of the freight car, where you know that the one, at least one of the count's cases is the tarp that you put over the top of it has been pulled off, and there are 5 guys standing around the case, and one of them's holding like a little wooden box in his hands. He's a ferret-faced guy, really kind of wily looking. Stood just between you and the guy that's holding this wooden box is this gigantic man mountain, nearly 7 feet tall with huge shoulders. And there's a couple of other guys with them, and on the other guys, one of the things that you immediately notice is the black bandanas that they're all wearing.
Yep.
Pistol out.
And the count as he opens the door yells out, "You there, stop!"
Achtung!
Achtung! There we go, yes. Probably would have been the perfect time for me to have said that. Okay. So, let's do... I knew there was something I needed to do. Right, let's do initiative.
Yeah, that's good for me.
Right, you know what?
This time there's 5 of us.
I knew there was something I'd forgotten. I will be
Oh,
back in
I
half
know.
a sec, just as soon as I've got a pencil and some paper, because I didn't think this through. I need it for the initiative tracking.
Ollie, there's only 4 of us, so I'll roll.
Yeah, but there's 5 of us now.
Yeah, because he's got his peacemaker on still.
Yeah.
Or did he put it away?
He's
No,
got
he
it on
didn't put it
still.
away. He didn't tell you took it off. So he had 2 bullets in it though.
Oh yeah, same.
He's got a fancy belt. You can...
I mean, Emil would have reloaded his as habit. Sorry, Frederick would have reloaded his as habit.
Nice. 1.
27.
Me got a funny feeling this freight cart might be a bit too small a space for my
Well,
pistol.
somebody with athletics can go on the roof if they want. Once the first round of shooting's over.
Luckily, I have a
Luckily for you, I don't.
shotgun.
The only thing I'm thinking of potentially, if anyone tries to run through the passenger car, I'll be able to still rifle them in the back.
Yeah.
Only if the door's still open.
Yeah.
A freight car wouldn't have a window.
Don't know if you're speaking to us, Lou, but if you are, you're muted.
Thank you. What's Frederick got? Initiative.
3,
I got 3.
Okay. Doc.
2.
Okay. Emil.
3.
Ben.
1.
And the count, actually, I'm going to roll for rather than just taking the average.
5.
And see if he can get 1 as well.
Perception.
Oh.
He is just shocked.
He's so,
These are the schnapps is starting to addle his ability.
does he fall sideways out the middle of the door?
No.
Oh, damn.
Where we are, we'd fall sideways off the train.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just opened the door, hasn't he?
He's opened the door, but he's not gone through gone through the doorway yet.
No, we do now. You should either back up or go in.
Doing that standard thing that I do all the time, which is I've got my laptop sitting next to me, and so I'm using the mouse that's plugged into my desktop to try and scroll the laptop. I'm wondering why it's not working. Oh, hang on. Right, I need.
He's quick on the mouse, though. You got you in
those
there.
two. So. Right, I'm going to do them as well. So we got a. Okay. He gets a 2 and he gets a 3, and the other 2
How many of them were there, Louis? Did you say 5?
There are. I think I said. Did I say? I think I said. Yeah, there were three guys with the bandanas. There's the really big guy,
And there's the weasel.
There's
The rat face.
the rat faced the rat faced guy.
Face McWarren.
Yeah.
That's his name now.
Who both get. Oh no, that's. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So. I'm going to say first up is Emil because he was being pushed ahead of the group by
Cheers, Doc.
by Doc. So you are stood at the doorway. The Count has opened the door, looked in, has not even stepped through the door before he actually no, he would have. Yeah, he probably has stepped just inside because he would have
stepped in, pushing the door. Yeah,
taken time for his eyes to adjust. So yeah, Emil's first up. You're stood in the doorway.
So is it like? No, I'm not muted. So is it like there's like a mini platform?
Yeah, there's a floor outside. There's a floor either side of the join. So it's kind of a 1.5 foot, 2 foot deep.
Oh,
so there's enough space for you to stand on. Yeah.
I'm going to draw Bessie.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a shot at the guy holding the box.
Okay, so that's pistols, Bessie, yeah?
No, Bessie's my...
Okay. It's going to take you a round to pull that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, even with a pistol, you have to make a successful fast draw roll in order to be able to get a shot off the same round that you go for your gun.
Okay, it's quite compressed anyway, isn't it?
It is pretty compressed and pretty.
So if I don't have fast, I do have fast draw.
You have fast draw, but you can only fast draw a pistol. You can't fast draw a rifle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to give it a go. I want to start popping these guys.
Okay,
so I'll fast draw my pistol. Yep.
Okay, right. Make me a fast draw roll.
What's the difficulty on this?
Difficulty is let me double check. I think it's a 3 to fast draw. Ready weapon. Founding type of attack. Come on. I thought it was going to be with combat. It might be with skills.
That would make sense.
I need a proper. No, it's not with skills either. I know it's here somewhere. I'm pretty sure that you need. Oh, there we go. Fast draw. Using your fast draw, difficulty 3 to ready a weapon.
That's cool. So I won't take the average because that's 2+. So I shall draw. Come on, baby. Be good to Papa. Smash my knuckle into the top of the pistol.
The train is swaying. The doorway is not particularly wide. Yeah. But
at which point, then I'll just step to the side, about there, back to the wall.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, I will just draw my rifle back to the wall, ready it this turn.
If you're going for the pistol, you've got the pistol. If you've gone to draw the pistol, you've got the pistol in your hand, but it's only ready to use next turn. If you want to draw your rifle, that's going to take you around.
And you've got to put your pistol away.
I'll give him the holster in the pistol and drawing the rifle for nothing, but that will take a round.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
So the guys who are in the mail car will see me back up against the freight car with my rifle drawn like that going. And one big bastard. I'm done.
Okay. Said big bastard is... oh, no, actually, Frederick.
Go.
Yep.
You're going to have to step past Doc to do it, but if you want to...
You can push me out of the way, it's alright. Or nudge me aside or whatever.
Yeah, I'll push him out of the way.
Okay,
I'll push him out of the way faster or unload into them.
make me a fast draw roll.
Okay, so that would be that much.
Yes, it would. Nice.
Okay. Gun comes out clean. You don't take the -2 for fast draw because you've got hip shooter.
Yep. So that's a full 10 dice.
The guy that is... yeah, go
Still
on.
moving,
Part of
aren't
me
we?
thinks, it's a swaying train. It should be a -2, but you're not stood on the roof. You're stood on the... Yeah, go on. Yeah,
And we slowed down to go uphill.
You've gone back and drunk schnapps since then.
Nothing's swaying now.
And a long
So
conversation.
stabilised.
That just makes us more accurate.
Yeah. Schnapps and...
Yeah, no, we drank whiskey.
A mixture of schnapps and whiskey is a well-known thing for keeping a steady hand and improving your aim.
Oh, shoot me. Yeah, no, shoot the other one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it works in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
You can take you can take 10 dice if you're trying to hit the big guy.
Of course I'm trying to hit the big guy. Now, how much do you have to take off if I fan 2 shots into him?
You need to take 4 dice off.
So I'm rolling 6 dice per shot.
6 dice per
For 2
shot.
shots. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go for that. So, shot number 1.
Shot number 1
3 successes.
is a 3. He has got quite the defence. He's not got enough to get... But in fact, you know what? I'm going to... No, I'm not. I'm just going to roll the 1. No. Okay. So that takes that.
Three.
So okay. So he takes 1 damage from the first shot.
Okay, second shot.
Second shot,
3 again.
3 again. This time though, that is a second attack, which means that
He gets -2.
he gets a -2, which means that he takes another 2. Okay, you unload 2 shots into him. Yeah, he. Does that count enough? That doesn't matter. We're stunned anyway with him. Yeah. Okay. You put 2 bullets into him. It's his turn. I'm gonna say you've pushed the count slightly sideways because he's.
Yeah.
Okay. He roars and charges down the train towards you. He is going to throw a punch at you when he gets there. How many? How did I get that?
I'm hoping that's low.
No, it's not.
It's
I'm trying to
non-lethal.
work out how he gets. It's non-lethal. He's got a brawl of 8, which would include his stats as far as I
So
can
its
tell.
modifier would
Yeah.
be 8.
So how the hell has this got an attack of 11N against it?
Well, he'll have 8 for his modifier because that's his non-lethal brawn.
Yeah, that's why I
So
don't
that's 8 of
understand
them.
why it says.
And what's his?
I don't understand why. Right, I'm just going to go with the 8.
Yeah.
I am going to go with the 8. So you need to make a defense roll against 4 incoming damage.
Okay, and my defense is 7.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, go for it. Okay, he manages to land 1 on you.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal.
Yeah, non-lethal. What is your stun? It will be a secondary attribute.
3.
3. Okay, you are stunned by the attack because he gets +2 to stun
Oof.
on.
Yeah, because he was stupid enough to bring fist or gunfight.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Okay, next up is probably Doc.
Well, I'm going to draw my pistol.
Okay, have you got fast draw?
Nope.
Okay, in which case you draw your pistol.
Yes, I say I've drawn my pistol.
Yeah.
I'm staying back away from the door, knowing I can't do much.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Barely visible past the bulk of this man mountain that's just lamped Frederick, is in the background. You can see the ferret-faced man with the box start to do a runner back up the train, back towards the loco. And the two guys that were with him look like they're jumping off to either side to take cover, whilst yelling encouragement to the bull.
The bull, the weasel.
Not Mongo.
Not Mongo.
Yeah, all right, carry on.
Okay, which takes us to Benjamin.
Does he see Weasel Face run off?
Make me a perception roll. I'm looking for 2, I would say.
Okay, 3.
Okay, yes, he does.
Is there a way to get up the side of this car and over the top?
Yep, there's a ladder on the back of the car.
Okay. Can I inspire the rest of them as I go up there? Shouting as I go.
Carry on without me, lads. I'll stop him.
Yeah, you can. You can. So you bellow out encouragement as you scramble up the.
Say, well, here you go, Count. You wanted action.
So, if you make me an athletics roll to run along the roof of the freight car. Or acrobatics, I don't mind which.
Ooh. I've only got athletics, so... Well, I rolled 2 and I got 2, so I can't ask for more than that, really.
Okay. Yeah, no, 2 is enough. You get to the far end of the freight car. Yeah, the door, as you kind of just about squint down, because the 2 carriage bits, there's a gap between them, but it's not too big. You kind of can see the door still kind of rebounding from the slam as it closes. Okay, the Count on a 0. Actually, you know what? On a 0, I am going to say he manages to draw his gun. But I'm not even going to give him a fast draw.
Is he going to duck behind the luggage on the side as well?
Yeah. He's. I've got him kind of actually almost outside, because for Frederick to manage to shoot past him, he's kind of elbowed.
Well, I thought you opened the door and stepped in. He just pushed him aside a bit more.
Yeah. Okay. In which case, he's tucked inside and he's got a gun.
Yeah.
Which takes us back to the top of the round. Emil or Fred? All right, Emil was drawing his rifle this turn, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take that as a yes. I think you're muted.
Sorry, no. You said I can have my rifle already drawn, so start of this turn.
No, he said it takes a turn to draw your rifle.
Your action last time was to go for your gun. You managed to get it out, but not fast enough to take a shot.
I thought you said you'd give it as a free to put it. You'd let me put it away and then
put it away as a
turn.
free, but it's going to take you an action to draw a rifle. So you can take action with your pistol this round, or draw your rifle this round.
I'm gonna shoot them a pistol.
Okay. The bull is right on top of you.
Well, there's
so-
Frederick between me and him, and he's a big guy, so I'm sure I've got a target I can shoot at.
Yeah, no. I was going to say you are on top of him. You'll get +1 to whatever your firearms is to shoot at.
+3.
Oh, yeah, you get +3.
Okay, first thing I need to do though, I made my guts roll because I remembered it this week. So I sit there, sort of shake my head and go, "No, you got to do this. Come on, Emil. Come on, Emil." Cock my pistol, turn around the corner, and just go.
Bam.
Okay.
So I normally roll 9, so I need 12, and I don't have 12. So I'll do it. 2 6s.
Okay.
Watch out, you got a 1.
4.
That's all from 12 dice. Shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
bad, isn't it?
He's got a. Where are we? His defense was really high. His defense was 5, so that's a 3. So somehow you only managed to hit him for 1. But
Didn't Simon hit him for 1 on a 3?
Simon hit him for 1 on a 3, but I rolled a 0 on his defense
Yeah.
that time. This
right.
time I rolled a 1.
Okay,
He's got
cool.
5, so I'm rolling 1 dice to see whether it comes up 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Which, funnily enough, Frederick is stunned this round.
Yes.
Which means you can move, but it means you can't take an action.
So I can't shoot. All I can do is move.
Yes.
I'm not going to bother moving then.
Okay.
While he's lumping into me. Actually, no. What's? Yeah, no, I'm not going to move. You can carry on lumping into me
Okay.
because it frees everyone else up then to do what they need to do.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Right. He gets to swing for you again. You get your full defense.
Okay, full defense is 7.
But he's on -2.
Who's on -2?
Who's on -2?
The big guy.
Why is he on -2?
Because he took 2 shots in 1 turn.
That would affect his defense this time,
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
but not his ability to attack. It's only if his health drops.
Go on.
You should be able to. Yeah. Yeah. He pulls back his hand and just slams it, and as you move, he just slams straight into the door frame. The door frame splinters, and this is not because it's a cheap door frame. He just like puts his entire weight of his body behind it, and just door frame. There's like splinters fly everywhere.
Is there any kind of roll you can now make to see whether or not he's busted his knuckles? Damaged himself a bit more?
Yeah, if he'd rolled nothing, yes. That's fluff to cover for you getting 4 more defense roll than him.
Yeah.
If you've got riposte as a, actually I don't think you get riposte in this one.
No, I don't get riposte.
No, there's a talent in
And,
some of the Ubiquity games which gives you riposte, which means that
All for
you
one,
can
yeah.
attack them. Yeah, in a sword fight in All for One, you can.
Yeah.
He'd have taken 4 damage from that if he'd got the riposte skill.
Like a deflect and then riposte.
Yeah. Right. So next up is Doc.
Right, I've got my pistol out and I step round the corner of the door and shoot him.
Okay.
Near point blank.
Near point blank, he gets -2 to his defense,
You
Do
get
I get
+2
+2?
to your
Yeah.
attack.
+2 to your attack.
So I only get 11.
Yeah.
There's
And
10 of them. And that's the 11th one. So I've got 5.
you got 5. He's got 5, 3.
So that's 2, isn't it?
He's got 2, which means he takes 3. I mean, let's face it, if nothing else, he isn't acting next turn, but that is enough to put him down. That is definitely
Yay.
enough to put him down. Just the fact that he took that many shots is quite a sign of how big this guy is. You kind of
Elephant gun.
you're fairly sure that you feel the wheels skip on the rails as the body goes. Kong. And there are two guys at the back of the carriage. I am going to make those two guys roll willpower rolls. Actually, I want to make them roll guts rolls, don't I?
Oh yeah.
Which actually, funnily enough, I think gives... No, it does give them more. Okay. One of them...
Throws up. Oh, sorry.
One of them does nothing this round. That's not enough for him to panic and run, but it is enough for him to just like...
Keeps his head down.
Keeps his head well and truly down. The other guy is going to take a shot. That's that damn one time. And right, let me dig out the Conan dice because I need a D6. Do I need a D6? Do I need a D2? I'm trying to think. Can he shoot at... He could probably shoot at Emil or at Frederick, but that's all. 3 is... No, not Emil or Frederick. Frederick or Doc. What was I saying?
Yep.
Right, okay, Doc.
Yep.
The guy's going to open up at you.
Yep.
Sorry, I'll sort them out later. Right, so... defense roll. I am going to give you 2 dice of... Right, so you roll your standard defense roll. I'm going to give you 2 dice worth of cover, which comes off his roll. Which means that, with a peacemaker, he's going to be rolling 6.
2 each.
Yeah, you felt that. There's a bullet hole through your coat where he hit you, but it didn't actually do any damage. Right, Ben, you are on the roof.
Yes. Just gonna get us over and under out.
Okay.
Another car.
Yeah. Would it make more sense to go to the next car on the top or go down?
They've already gone through, haven't they? So we'll be behind them. So you, or keep an eye on where they come out.
Yeah.
If they head for the train, you'll be in the ideal position to pick them off.
Probably easier for you to run over the next car and try and catch him as he cuts
try and go over the next car. Yeah.
Okay. Right, make me an athletics roll.
2's good.
2 again.
2 is enough. How many dice have you got in athletics?
2.
That's why I didn't go on the roof. That's what I got.
This is legendary. In fact, just for trying that, that is going to give you a style point. Likewise, Frederick gets a style point for just standing and taking it. I'm going to give Emil a style point for remembering to roll his guts roll.
And Doc for killing him.
Yeah. Okay. No. We'll
Doctor being sensible about his medical condition.
Actually, I'll tell you what, Doc for the expert. Because
I didn't get up on the roof and run across because it wouldn't have any good.
Yeah, it's going to stop talking.
And the talking your way through. Yeah, and dodging bullets. Right. Okay. So, you make the jump, heart in mouth as you do so, land and run down the rest of the passenger car.
Yep.
With his scattergun out.
Yeah.
With your scattergun out. Yeah. Okay.
So that they're getting arrested.
You might not be so steady on your feet in a minute, Benjamin.
Yeah, there is a point at which suddenly those style points might want to be spent.
Yeah.
Okay, which brings us back to, this time I'm going to go with Fred first because you are stood in the open doorway.
What about the count?
What about the count?
That is
He's
a good
probably-
point. That is a
He's
good
probably
point.
shit himself. This guy's fell down before, next to
No,
him.
he's going to shoot back in all the excitement.
I think in all the excitement, the Count is definitely going to take a pot shot back. Give me a moment where I double check what his stats are. Oh no, that's it. He's got 9, hasn't he?
11.
Yes. Okay. The guys down the far end, I am gonna.
Got half cover, haven't they? Well, one's got full cover.
One's got full cover. One's definitely got half cover. I'm going to give him +4 to his defence. So that means that this guy gets 5 dice. 2. I am going to be really, really surprised if.
Come on, Count. 11.
Defence of 4.
Take the average.
Yeah, no. Either way, if I'd taken the average, he'd have just missed. Yeah. Okay. The Count lets off a shot. It's enough to make them keep their head down.
That's not good.
But it's not enough to actually hit them. Yeah, with those two, I will just take the average. Right. So, Frederick, there are 2 guys dug in down the far side, down the far end of the carriage by the doors.
Okay, I'll take a pot shot at them.
Okay. It's going to be a difficult shot, but you can definitely take aim at the guy who's been returning fire. The other guy is going to be almost impossible to hit, but you're an experienced gunfighter. Okay, so you're on a -4 to hit.
Just because he's in cover?
That's because he's in cover.
Okay, I'm down to 6 dice then. 2 successes.
Yeah, that is not enough. It kind of twangs off the guy loses his hat, but you don't hit him.
No.
Okay.
You've shot the hat clean off his head. I need to find something else for what happens when they match perfectly, because otherwise everybody's going to be walking around with hats like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, I got hold of mine.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Emil.
Okay. Emil's going to.
Sorry, give me half a sec. Is Frederick still just stood open in the doorway, or is he ducking behind the doorway or moving into the carriage?
He's going to be moving into the carriage.
Okay, there's enough space to kind of get yourself, take a shot, and then run across to get behind a crate or something, which will give you the same half cover.
Yep.
Okay, right. Sorry, Emil.
I'm going to holster the pistol.
Yep.
Go into the mail car.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull the emergency brake handle.
Doesn't have one. It has a wheel on top.
I'm sure it does.
No, it wouldn't have an emergency
It would
brake.
set the whistle off in the loco, but that's about all.
Yeah.
There's got to be.
It's a piece of string that runs up to the engine. That's all it is.
Whatever it is, I'm going to pull that.
Why?
Okay. If you go through and oh my life, this might be interesting. Okay, so you go through and pull.
Yep.
I wouldn't have even. Would they definitely?
They had a bit of string that blew the whistle on the train at the front, and the engineer would shut the engine down.
Okay. No, fair enough.
It would take a while to stop.
Okay. Yeah. No. In which case you.
Especially if they're now going downhill at 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
They used to travel faster than that.
You run through and yank that, and somewhere in the distance, you can hear the whistle sound down at the engine.
And then I will spend the rest of my turn drawing my rifle.
Okay, fair enough.
In fact, no, would I draw it yet? No. I try and make my way up the freight car.
That's quite to duck in, do that, because you've got to go into the mail car to do that.
That's what I said. I don't know how
You've got to knock on the door and get me open the door first.
I'm sure it's still wide open.
No, he shut it.
He would have shut it as you went. Actually, no, that is a fair point. He would have shut that when he went.
Yeah, and it's
And
still
it would
shut,
be
especially with
locked.
gunfire going off.
Yeah, with gunfire going off, they are
You
very,
won't open
very
it for the
unlikely
world.
to open it.
You won't
Okay.
open it for the
Well,
world,
I
will you?
would bang on the door then and shout, "Whistle the brakes!" So telling him to do it.
Okay.
That's probably the worst thing you want to do.
That's what I want to do. So I'm
You
doing
want to
it.
do, you want to
that-
do, but it's the
that's-
worst thing the mail car guy. Because when the
Okay.
train stops, they're vulnerable.
Make me a diplomacy or an intimidation roll. Diplomacy would probably be better.
No, intimidation.
Intimidation's going to have the
A man
bear
in
in
the
mind-
locked room.
the intimidation will have a minus because he is a man in a locked room with a scattergun.
Okay,
Two of them.
I'll go diplomacy then.
I mean, it depends. You can try and intimidate, but it will be a tougher roll.
1.
No, that's all right. You bellow through the door, but you're not getting a. They don't seem to be paying any attention.
Okay, well, in which case then, as that's all I've done, I will climb.
If you want to draw your rifle, I will let you draw your rifle.
Yeah, I was going to say I'll climb the freight car, lay down, and with my rifle out. So I'm not moving. I'm not moving far.
No, but if you're going to spend a round pounding on the door, yelling at them to open,
Well, it's not around. It's like pull the alarm. That's it. I'm not trying to convince them. If they don't do it, they don't do it.
It's about the same time as it is to draw. You're going to go bang.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to shoot. But in Ollie's turn, he managed to go from here up the freight car and get to the other end.
I think you just about do your pounding and shouting and maybe get to the bottom of the ladder.
I'll let you get to the top of the ladder.
Yeah, if I
I'll
got
let
the
you get
rifle
to
out
the
at the top of the ladder, that's fine.
Yeah. Because the thing is, if you're standing and pounding, you've got to get the rifle out while you're standing and pounding. That was my point.
Yep.
Is that will take time. So
Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
you're
I'm happy
pretty
to be
much
there
at
with
the
my
top of the,
rifle out.
yeah, you're pretty much at the top of the ladder when the round ends.
Yep, perfect.
Emil Fred, the bull is dead. Doc.
You pick me.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Right. It's a bit simpler, but I'm going to do it. Intimidation. But I'm just going to fire a stray round up the carriage, not aim at anything, while I'm shouting at them.
Okay. What are you going to shout?
I'll shout, have you boys had enough? The bull's dead.
All right.
Give up, or you're thirsty for more.
Make me an intimidate roll.
Do I get the +2 bonus? No.
You
yes.
don't. It's
I don't.
past the round now.
That's
and I'm
fine.
too
That's
far
fine.
away.
3.
Okay, let me make a guts roll for. I'm going to make a guts roll for one of them, and I'm going to give the other one a disadvantage. So the one that's shooting at you makes it. Damn, the other one makes it as well. Yeah, no, the response you get is a couple of bullets coming back at you. In my head, I've still got you outside the car.
I'm outside the car, standing off to one side. It's not shooting. I'm standing in the middle of the doorway.
No, that's all right. I'm going to give you the 4 dice, and actually, just make me. Would you rather with their defence? I am going to. I'm going to start taking the average for them. With their attacks, would you rather I took the average or would you rather I rolled?
Roll it.
Okay. Okay. The second one is likewise taking a pop at you. Yeah, but you only get to roll. You'll only get to roll 2 this time, I would think.
Oh, 2, all right.
What's your active and your passive? Let me have a quick look, because you lose 2 active.
Passive is 2 and active is 2.
In which case, you only get to roll 2.
Oh, 2, all right. 2. Oh, fair enough then. Got 1.
Okay, that's fine. The bullets are getting pretty damn close to you,
Yeah.
but they don't actually hit you.
I'll just shout back, watch this suit.
Okay, right. Ben has run along the top of the passenger car. Is at the front of the passenger car.
The first passenger car.
The first passenger car.
The back one. The rearward one.
What do you want to do?
Is the door on this one like waving the same way, or
you've not seen it?
do I reckon that I would have got there faster, or?
Or do you want to carry on, or do you want to just go for it?
It all depends on whether or not the guy went all the way through, or what happened inside the.
Or where do you think he's going?
Inside the car.
Ben doesn't really know.
What's at the front of the train?
Well, yeah.
Well, eventually the
engine. So
before that,
the horses.
It's the pennies dropping.
Yeah.
It's the train stops.
Where is all?
Yeah. Well, even if I didn't, Ben would probably have thought of that. So he'll keep on going.
You're gonna jump across You're gonna jump across and keep heading down.
Yeah, but I'll use the star point you just gave me.
You can bear more than what you can use more than one.
I'm just to use one.
Okay.
Two.
It's a 1-for-1 ratio.
Yeah.
2 again.
2 again. Okay. You leap and carry on charging down the top. You've never felt this in control.
No, it's scary.
Never seen rolling like it. Okay.
I got the 1 on that initiative. It's making up for it.
Yeah. Doc's gone. They've gone. Okay. Count gets to shoot again. So what did we say? He was on 9. He's losing 4 for shooting that, which puts him on 5.
11, isn't he?
Not this time.
He's lost the 2. He's down to 9.
Oh, because he had the inspiration as well.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that guy only gets 2 dice.
Oh.
Okay, manages to wing one of the guys hiding by the boxes.
Yay!
There's a curse comes back. Top of the round. Frederick.
I'll take another pot shot at one of them.
Okay. You're on -4 to hit.
Okay. So I'm on that many.
Hey. It sucks, but hey. Oh. Right. One thing that I haven't mentioned that I should mention, because it might change things. Don't know that you've got enough style points to want to, but one of the things you can do with style points is you can spend 2 style points to, for one scene, increase a talent by 1 level, or you can spend 4 to increase it by 2. So your hip shooter talent, if you wanted to, if you spend 2 style points, it means that you are fanning at a -2. And if you spend 4 style points, it means that you are fanning at you shoot twice without any negatives at all. So that goes for anybody else that has a style point
skill.
Yeah.
How do I know if it's a style point skill?
Sorry, style point talent.
Talent. How do I know it's a style point talent? Because it's a talent.
What talents have you got?
I can heal. And I can calculate the attack, use intelligence for firearms. So that's already done.
Yeah.
So no good for me.
I don't think the healing one is.
I can't. No, I can't do anything. Don't worry. I don't want to heal anybody at the moment.
I won't
Leave it for now, Louis.
either.
I haven't got any talents I can use it for.
No,
so-
I know because Hip Shooter says in the talent you can buy this multiple times.
Yeah.
So if you've got one of those ones that says you can buy it multiple times, those are the ones you can uprate with.
Yeah.
I think animal
That's all right.
affinity is like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though just at the moment trying to animal affinity the train is
I'm going to animal affinity the horses.
Yeah. Go on then. What's next?
nice. Okay. That was it. So Frederick had tried to get a shot off and it hadn't worked. Well, he got shot off, but and actually, although you didn't hit him, what it has done is meant that anybody else that's shooting at him, he gets that -2 to his defence.
Yeah.
Emil.
Emil's going to run up the front freight car and try and jump on the passenger car, trying to catch up with Ben.
Okay, you can see him ahead of you. Make me an athletics roll.
I will make an athletics roll. 2.
2 is enough to make the jump and land. So I'm going to put you at the back end of the first passenger car because you've had to run up the freight car to get there. So you're on the back of the passenger car, while Benjamin's on the front of the passenger car in front of that.
Yep.
Right. The bull is dead. Doc.
Okay, I'm not gonna. It's not intimidating. I'm just gonna shout at him. You asked for this, and then I'm gonna shoot him. Shoot at him with a peacemaker.
Okay. You get a -4 to your dice.
Yep. 2.
That is enough to wing him again. I'm guessing you're firing at the same guy that.
Yep.
Okay.
He's the guy who's sticking out most.
Yeah.
And I'm ducking back half behind the door again.
Okay. He is going to. Oh, sorry. Is Frederick gonna run further down or stay put?
Frederick's going to run further down.
Okay. So yeah, I've got You must be getting fairly close to them by now. In fact, if you take a shot next round, I'm going to give you an extra bonus die because you are so close. So, where are we?
Them baddies in red.
Okay. I am going to get the guy that's shooting back is going to try and shoot Frederick. I'm going to give you the -4 because you've dived into cover. But I am going to give him the plus. Sorry, I'm going to give him the -4, but I'm going to give him the +1 as well. So he's at 5 dice. Roll me your defence and get 1, and it's not going to go anywhere near you.
Seven in it, Simon.
It's me rolling my
Yeah.
defence. Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't hear you say
sorry,
it was me.
Yeah, you roll in your defence.
Yeah, 7.
Come on. So 7 defence.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hissan Prairie Punk hasn't got a chance. Right, second guy is going to shoot up the carriage at probably at, yeah, it's going to be at Doc, isn't it? Who's on he's on a -4 as well, which means that roll me your defence and get 3.
Oh, we have full defence and get 3.
Yep.
No, 2.
Okay, you take 1 hit.
I'm non-lethal.
That's a lethal. That's a gunshot.
Okay.
You didn't quite get back round the doorway in time.
Yep.
Ben. You are between
Yes.
the passenger car and the stable car on the roof.
Weaselface wouldn't have known that I was following because he was out the door before I went.
Probably
So,
wouldn't know. Depends.
so I
You
could
were
drop.
charging down the roof.
This is true. So I could jump. Yeah. What kind of doors on the door to the stable?
It's a standard door from this
Standard
end.
door. Can you like see in through the door? Or do you have to open it to like open it?
You would have to open the door. Plus, at the moment, you're on the roof.
Yes, I know that. I know that. I was just thinking, obviously, gonna jump and go to the other end, or is he gonna go down here?
Step across the gap between the carriages.
Yeah. I was thinking if he knew that I was following or something, then he'd go across to try and get the jump on him from the other side. But he'll hear me running on the roof if he's in there. So
Ben wouldn't know I'm following him anyway.
no,
Come on.
he's gonna jump down here.
He's going to jump down here. Okay. So he's
Yeah,
going
he's
to...
pushed enough luck trying to run across all those rooftops anyway. So.
Okay. He clambers down. Which way... Does he want to wait there, or does he want to try and go through one of the doors?
He's gonna wait there for now.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be a glass window in the door to the carriage, the pedestrian sort of bit?
Yeah, there probably would be
Passenger
actually on
car.
those ones. Yeah.
But
So if that one is,
he'll
he'll
go on the stable. Yeah. So she might
look
get a
through,
see.
look through that way, see if we can see anyone. But
Okay, so he's going to look up into the passenger car.
yeah, but
Right.
try and keep himself out the way if that's possible.
Give me half a sec while I check what Weaselface is doing.
Should have called him Ratsy.
There's no way to talk about Lonnie. What am I looking for? That's because he doesn't have that. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. You look in, and as you glance in through the door, make me a perception roll.
Do-do-do, do-do-do. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. At the far end of the passenger car, you can see the guy standing. He's got a box in one hand, he's got a gun in the other, and he's gesturing to the people in the passenger car to sit back down while he's glancing both ways at the same time. He's kind of trying to look back up into the next passenger car, and he's looking back down towards you at the same time. He's also trying to gesture everybody to sit down.
Okay. Well, nobody is, so that's good. But,
Yeah. Right.
Um.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
going to call it there. You could have gone in, but from outside, that's a quick glance through the door.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and the Count gets a shot as well. He is going to aim for... Sorry, he's going to aim for the same guy that you're all shooting at. And he is going to hit him. In fact, I have a feeling he might just killed him. Yes, he has. Okay, the guy grabs his side and collapses into the
The aisle.
into the aisle. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, which leaves one lone gunman there. Not too far away from where Frederick is. So, let's start with Fred.
Okay. It's going to take me an action this round to draw my scattergun, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just shoot him with a pistol again then.
What I would say is, if you wanted to draw your scatter gun, the guy's kind of dug in. I've got kind of you on the left behind like a barrel or some boxes or whatever, and he's on the left as well. The guys have been gunning for the guy on the right. If you wanted to, you can step out and just shoot. It will mean you don't get any cover next time round. You can put star points into it as well. You can step out and just shoot. If you do that with your scatter gun, then you are at point blank range. And I've got a feeling point blank range with a scatter gun is horrendous, if I remember correctly. Where's your character
Yeah,
sheet?
okay, I'm going to do that then.
I don't want. I mean, if you want to, if you don't want to, that's fine. But just to say, you know, if you want to, if you just want to step round the edge and just open up on the guy, then
Yeah, that's my plan. Just to get closer and closer, and then just step around the corner and open up on him.
actually you could.
I figured at that close.
You could open up on him with a gun. To be honest, you're going to be getting 11 rather than 12 dice looking at this.
Yeah, I'll just do it with a pistol then.
Okay, if you want a fan, you're at 11 dice rather than 10 dice just because of the range. So if you want to step round, I will take away the -4 from both of you for cover.
Yeah.
So you'd be rolling, where are we, 7 dice for each shot.
We'll do that. We'll fan twice.
Or if you burn both those style points, you'll be rolling 8 dice for each shot.
No, I'll roll 7 dice.
9 dice rather. Yeah. Okay, go for it.
Okay, right. First shot.
Yep.
3 successes.
Okay. Come on, at least get the average.
Second shot.
Yeah.
5 successes.
That is considerably more like it. That is enough. You plug him and he goes down like the pig that he is. And dies on the floor in front of you.
Okay.
Which takes us to Emil, who is stood pretty much immediately above you on the roof of the freight car. So you hear multiple gunshots going off from right below you.
Yep.
Ahead of you, Ben has climbed down between the passenger car and the stable car.
He has indeed. So I'm going to run to the end, and I'm not going to jump down. If I've seen him dart down that one, then I'm going to climb down there.
Okay.
I know I'm not going to be able to get a shot off or anything, but
yeah. Okay.
I'll just be down there.
Okay. So if you run to the end of that, that's going to give me an acrobatics, athletics or acrobatics roll.
2.
That is enough. Okay. You run down to the end. What's this guy's perception? Oh. If I use the right mouse, it would help. Perception of 4. Sod it, I'm going to roll that, but he's going to have to do phenomenally well to notice where you are. Yeah, no, he has no idea you're up there. So, when you get to the end of... Actually, you know what? When you get to the end of that, you can see... Make me a perception roll. You're looking for a 3.
On what? Perception roll?
On your perception roll.
Okay. My perception is 4. Yeah, same as him. So.
Yeah.
No, I don't see him.
Okay. What you do see is there's people stood up in the end of that first passenger car.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to climb down.
Oh,
and then my turn.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if you if you're going to clamber down, then he definitely gets a chance to notice you, because he's looking through the door, and he's looking through that door. So, Doc, what are you doing?
I'm going to step inside the car, check on the count, and then head to the other end of the mail car, of the freight car.
Freight car. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm suffering a bit, all right? I'm ailing.
You're coughing.
The exertion. Yeah.
And bringing up.
Well, I get to the door. I haven't opened the door.
Okay. There are 2 corpses and Frederick stood there
I'm not
by
going
the
to
door.
Frederick's way. I'm going to get there and make sure they're dead, and that's it.
Yeah. They are definitely dead.
And I reload my pistol.
Okay. Ben.
Yes.
Actually, before Ben.
No.
Before Ben, Lonnie is going to get a shot off at Emil. What's he got?
Nothing.
Right, I'm going to take 2 dice off because he's trying to shoot through the door. And everything's bouncing and swaying because you're on the other one.
And he's holding a big box and all.
He's holding a box about that size under one arm with his gun in the other hand. But yeah, he spots you climbing down and tries to get shot off. So give me a okay, yeah. You see it coming, spot him, and drop down onto the plate and manage to get to one side. Ben, there are bystanders. You can try and plug him, but I'm going to give you 2 dice penalty if you're going to try.
With
and
an
plug
over and
him
under at this range, no.
Oh, you've only no, it's your over and under, isn't it?
Is it over and
Yeah.
under, or is it side by
Can
side?
I, if I charged in, could I reach him in this turn and take a shot, or would that be too much?
Yeah. I mean, it'd put you right up there with him, but
I mean, I was just thinking that he's literally just seen and gone to take a shot out.
And he's got his back to him.
He's got his back to me.
He's here though, isn't he?
he
The
is.
guy is basically here, isn't he? Because if he's seen me climb down and been able to try and shoot through.
Yeah, he stood there. Emil stood the other end. So
Yeah.
for Emil to charge down the
Yes,
carriage towards him. Yeah.
Effectively, Emil's about here, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, but you're saying there's people in the way.
There are people in the way, but they will see him coming. There's some people stood about. If you were trying to shoot from one end of the carriage, but if you're going to charge down the end of the carriage, people will scatter because they're not bloody idiots.
Because he was checking both ways, but he's noticed Emil, so he's kind of his attention pretty focused. Ben would hope.
Go for it.
So he's going to go for it.
Yeah. You can run up the inside of the carriage. You cannot fan an over and under.
I wouldn't be able to fan anyway. So that's fine.
So
One shot.
do you get +1? Yeah, you get +1 for point blank. If you get right up close to him, you get +1 for point blank. Bear in mind that does give him a +1 for point blank as well. You can put style into this if you would like to.
I'm going to. What minus am I at just from being on? Do I have a minus if I'm point blank, or it will just be +1?
No, it's just +1 for point blank. You're
Okay,
right
so
on top of it.
7 +1. Well, you put in 2 style.
Okay.
Because on my sheet I had less than I do on the roll 20. So yeah.
Okay.
I just hadn't edited it on my count sheet. That was all. So that will be 10.
Okay.
Right, this is when the roll's going to go awful after I've had all that luck earlier.
Or not.
1, 2, or not. 3, 4, 5, 6, and I only rolled 9, so that was small. 7.
Right. Don't get excited.
I'm not
Okay.
excited.
He takes. You plug him dead. Damn. Lonnie goes down. Caught. He's midway through turning.
Dead and red Lonnie.
Yeah. He goes down. There's women screaming. There's guys
Blood
trying to get
everywhere.
out of your way.
There's blood everywhere from the scattergun.
It's not a
It's not a
scattergun.
scattergun. It's an over and under. It's
Red
it's
lorry,
a
Daddy lorry.
What's the word for it? It's a Remington over and under. It's a holdout gun.
And that
Yeah.
closer range with blood everywhere.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's a shotgun, isn't it?
No. Is it a shot or is it a?
Or is it a large bore rifle?
It's large. I think it's a large.
It's a
isn't
buffalo
it?
gun,
Oh,
is
it's a
it? A
shotgun.
double shot buffalo gun.
It's a
I think so. I
It's a
don't know.
shotgun. Yeah,
What have you
All I
got?
know is the
Hang on.
range is super low. So
yeah, it's a
Over and
shotgun.
under Oh yeah. No, it's a Remington conceal.
Yeah.
It's a Remington over and under. It's a 2.2, tiny little
Oh, right.
2-shot concealed handgun.
Oh, in which case you just punch a tiny little hole in him.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
punches the hole in the right place, but it's
Hands cannon.
yeah, but it's enough, and he dies like the rat that he is.
Weasel.
Weasel, sorry. And he slumps to the floor and drops the box, the lid of which dramatically just rocks open to reveal the other handgun inside. There's various people trying to calm various other people down.
Fainting women.
Yeah, fainting women, the whole 9 yards.
My bread and butter. Yeah.
Right, I quickly want to find. I'm trying to remember which gun you guys have got.
We have the White's gun.
You have the right gun, which. Oh, hang on. Right, I need to go.
No,
Oh,
White.
no. I know white. I'm not looking in handouts. There we go. So, Thompson's gun looks like that on one side.
Maricopa.
And
One Maricopa, 3.
Superstitious Mountains.
like that on
probably.
the other side. So you should have 2 there, so you can drag one to one side and one to the other.
Yep.
5 to 5.
And a
10 to 6.
map.
There we go. So you now have
We now have all 3 things and a map.
you have all 4 sets of engravings. And on that, the camera pans back as the rest of you make your way down the train, and the credits roll.
As it's the end of scene, do we all get our health back?
No, you're thinking of Conan.
So can I do a healer roll now?
You can do a healing roll. I think. Yeah, Frederick's got. I think one. Actually, I lost track. I made a note that Frederick took a punch.
I took a 1 lethal.
You took 1 lethal.
Frederick took a punch, you do.
And I'm ailing, so I'll lose 2 on it, but that's alright. Unless I've stopped ailing, but I haven't.
Are you searching for star points with that?
No, I'm just ailing.
Okay.
Don't need a star point.
No. Okay.
No.
I
So,
remember how that floor works.
medicine roll. I've got to roll 8. So we're rolling 6.
Okay.
And every success, you can take 1 heal. Ready, Frederick? Okay, that's 1 for me and 1 for you then.
No, you do 1 for each of you. So
So 1 for each. In which case,
so who was that for? Because
that's for me. Frederick, I said.
yeah,
For Frederick.
you've got healer, so therefore it does 1 non-lethal. It does 1
So it's
lethal
1
for
away
each one,
for
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, as
2
standard a
non-lethal,
medicine
1 lethal.
roll. As standard, a medicine
Yeah.
roll shifts a lethal to a non-lethal, and then heals a non-lethal
Yeah.
on each thing. But you just heal a lethal.
Yeah,
Because
I'll just
you-
heal a lethal. So if
Okay.
you've got anything excellent, take them off. That's 2. And I'm going to roll for me
Okay.
now.
Go on.
And that's me. I only need 1, so it's me done.
Okay. So yeah. So you
Nobody
guys
else?
managed to save the day and get the guns.
Is the count all right?
The Count is
He
all
wasn't
right.
injured.
He was a bit shell shocked, but he's got an even better story to tell.
Yeah.
You know, you won the gun anyway, but you're definitely going to get it with his blessing.
Does his man have one of those newfangled cameras?
He probably does.
So could we have a picture of that newfangled camera standing in front of the magnesium flash?
Yeah, yeah. When you get into the next station,
Yeah.
and they do that and summon the sheriff and things. There's a picture of you standing there with a Count in the middle and you guys off on either side.
And a pile of dead bodies.
I reckon that mountain.
Or laid out under blankets, 4 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that mountain from the Black Collar Gang's got to be worth a good ransom.
The bull.
Oh yeah. You'll pick up bounties from it as well. We'll take care of that offline.
Was the actual
Yep.
Black Collar? Was he like hired?
So at the next station, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I am gonna leave that there. Hopefully the audio worked properly this time.
Yes.
I'm gonna be really gutted if it didn't. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and I think our standard sign off has become happy trails. We'll be back in a fortnight, I think.